Hi, you guys. Sorry about that. So if you're new here today, welcome. We're going to be doing some fun stuff tonight. If you're returning, thanks for being here. I'm so glad you're here again. So if you guys are new, just know that tonight is a special night because we are doing a raffle. Well, we've been doing the raffle, but we're going to actually be pulling the winner tonight. So what the winner gets is a free 30-minute reading, video chat. You know, we can do it over the phone or email, whatever is more comfortable for you. But new and returning subscribers can all be entered into this raffle, and the way that you get entered into the raffle is by, first of all, being a subscriber, and second of all, getting a reading tonight. So if you've gotten a reading in the last few days, you're already in this raffle. Your name's in there. And if not, then you better get on that list, bitch. So there's 4 ways to get a reading, okay? So tonight I'm going to be focusing on, again, new subscribers. So if it's your first day here, let me know, and I'll probably notice because I haven't seen you before, but if not, just, remind me. And that's one way to get a reading. So I'm going to focus on you guys, but of course donation readings is another way. If you send a donation, then you will be first priority because you're spending money, and that's, I want to get you guys taken care of. But if you're a new subscriber as well, and then if you're a returning subscriber, I'm also going to be picking, selecting randomly. So that's another way to do it, okay? And also, almost forgot, the first 3 people here right now, the first 3 people at my live streams get a free reading. So if that's you, we're going to check out right now who that is. But the way to make sure that you can be first, this is not even, if you want to get a free reading, that's the best way to do it, like every single time, to make sure like you have control over that. Just basically when you go and subscribe, there's a bell icon right next to subscribe, that button, there's a little bell icon, and you just hit that and then select all out of the 3 options it gives you, and it will notify you right when I go live every single time. So that's how you get here first, okay? So that's how you do that. And so we're going to see who is the first person, then we're going to get into it. Let's look at the first 3 people that are here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your likes and for subscribing. Okay, let's see who's the first that came. Sunny Joe, Valentina, and V Maria. Is that you again, Valentina? Is that you? Has the same last name. Well, okay, so we have Sunny Joe. Actually, we have the 3 here. Is that you, though? Is that the same person? See V Maria Fur and Valentina Fur. Isn't that weird, though? Okay, so we're just going to start with you guys. So let me get your guys' names in here. Every time you get a reading, put your name in the pot. Okay. Sue, Sunny Joe. V Maria Fur. Okay. How are you guys doing tonight? Hopefully well. Okay, so Sunny Joe in the pot. Valentina Fur in the pot. And V Maria Fur in the pot. So these 3 readings that I'm going to do right now are the free readings. The only way that they will be interrupted is if we have a donation, then we will do the donation. or donations, whichever they are. And after that, we're going to go and select some new people. But you guys, at any time, if you want to jump ahead and get a reading, like, no worries about that. All you have to do is donate. That's the quickest way. You know, you have control over that. The other way, you kind of have to wait and see if you get chosen. So just make sure that if you have a question and you haven't gotten it answered yet, just keep posting it, okay? Because I am not going to be looking back. I'm just going to be kind of, you know, seeing it as it goes. So if you do have a question, just keep posting it until it's chosen. I'm going to try to get to as many as I can. So if you're here and you haven't gotten chosen, don't lose hope. It might happen, but I'm going to try my best. Okay, so just stay around and keep posting. Okay. So Sunny Joe, what is your question? We're going to start with you. Yeah. Aw. Kinda. I've had this thing for a while, but I just don't always use it, but I'm using it tonight. Yeah. Okay, so hi Mina. Hi Amandeep. Amandeep. I don't know. Let me know if I'm saying your name wrong, because it's probably going to happen to some of you. Hi, Asia. Okay, Sunny, Valentina. Okay. Oh, nice. Cool. So you said, yeah, that would be cool. The other colors. Okay, so Sunny, will I be in Canada next year around August? Thank you, dear. You're welcome. Thank you. And you said your name's Joan and you are a Leo. So let's see. Next August, will you be in Canada? Will I be in Canada next year around August? Yeah. Here. Will Sunny Joe be in August? I mean, Canada in August this time next year? I want you to just see the cards and be able to kind of see what I'm getting at here. Focus on those more than me. Sunny, we want to know if she's going to be in Canada in August of next year. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me okay, or if you can't, obviously, because I'd like to know. That's kind of important. So definitely let me know, okay? Okay. So we see that you could have an offer, but it's likely that you won't take it for some reason. Okay, so for whatever reason, you're closed off during next August, the August of next year. So let's see a little more into this. Why is she closed off in August of next year? And can you tell us more about August of next year, please, in regards to Joan, the Leo? Oh, Asia. Thank you. Okay. Hang on one second. I'm having deja vu right now. That's not why, but I'm just signing into my other Cash App. I mean, my only Cash App. But I was in somebody else's. Okay, so that's why it didn't tell me, but it told me through text, so that's how I saw that. Okay, so yeah, Asia. I do see your question there. So Asia, since I'm already started on this one, we're gonna just continue with this one and then I'll go on yours, okay? Is that fine? Because I feel, you know, I'm already in the middle of this one, so we will start with yours immediately, okay, for the next one, okay? And thank you, by the way, and get your questions ready, or your question ready. So, all right, so why is she closed off in August of next year? Tell us more about this. So there's an argument, or, you know, it's not even with one person, really. I would say it's with more than one person. And what we're looking at here is a lot of tension. We're looking at a lot of, like, just kind of petty arguments. You know, it's nothing big. It's just ego. You know, you guys can't get over it because it's just stubbornness and just, you know, you can't drop the ego. So, I mean, really, it's unnecessary. It doesn't have to go down this way, but it is. And it could prevent you from going to Canada in August of next year. So let's see. What do we need to know about this bickering argument or this kind of unnecessary drama and tension that we're seeing with more than one person? Okay, so it's telling you, okay, so you're trying to, this is a moment next year. This is going to be a moment for you when you're obviously like feeling very emotional and you're trying to find something that, you know, can fill you. And a lot of times what we do as humans is, you know, we'll look outside of ourselves to fill ourselves, you know, and it's not the right idea, right? But we, you know, have all been through that. We all do it. Maybe even some of us are doing it right now, right? So it's totally, you know, common. It's just, it doesn't work, you know? So it's kind of, it's common behavior, but it doesn't work. So I don't know why we all do it. It's hard to face our own shit and look inside, but that's what you're going to need to do. That's kind of what this card's about. You see how he's alone going into the mountains and trying to find this missing cup here, because it's cups are emotions and it represents what's missing inside of the person. So you're feeling like very emotional and like you have something missing, and so you're going to be looking for that, or it would be a good idea for you to look for that, and especially on your own, you know, without anyone else you know, giving their 2 cents, because it really doesn't matter when it comes to your own emotional satisfaction and fulfillment in life. It's not about what other people think it is. It's about what you think it is and feel it is. So preventing you from doing this seems to be a person who is very it's just not a person that plays nice with others. You know, this person is bitter and resentful and really they don't want to get hurt, and they have this guard up, and what they're going to do is they're going to basically try to win at all costs. So this person is hard to be around. You know, you can see their swords in their hands. That's their swords, the people in the background. This guy's holding them because he's just punked them. He doesn't even care. Like, it's not pick on someone your own size. It's like, no, I don't care what size, like, whatever. I'm going to punk everybody, you know, because I just want to win. I'm going to win. And this person will. So really your best bet is to stay away from this person, whoever it is. It could be an air sign, since we're talking about swords here. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But so basically it's saying, you know, you're going to be closed off, and that's probably a good thing, you know, because of this tension here, this drama that goes on. You recognize that, okay, I need to go off on my own for a while. I need to kind of just like figure out what it is I need to do here, because I'm not feeling right in my head or my heart, and I need to go and find whatever it is that, you know, I need, whatever that is, only you can know. So you're going to need to do that, but let's see what else happens here. And, you know, this is next August. So, I mean, are you going to go to Canada? Let's see. It seems to be like a delay either a delay or something is preventing you from going altogether. Let's see. What does Canada look like for her? Is she going to be going? What do we see with that? Okay, well, we do see you feeling stuck, trapped in a situation. This is air, swords again. But what this card really represents is that you think you're stuck. It's not that you are stuck. You think that you're stuck. You think you're in a bind. You think your hands are tied and there's nothing you can do. And that's just not the truth, because you see, she has this blindfold on. You know, so it feels like she's stuck. And the swords around her, they're just standing in the ground right there, you see? They're not really, like, preventing her from doing anything, even though she feels that way, because she, you know, her hands are tied up, but her ankles aren't. So really, she can just walk away at any time, is what that means. So when that happens and you get to that point where you start to feel stuck, like your hands are tied, like you have no other choice but to whatever, just tell yourself, because these are your thoughts, this isn't really happening, you're not really tied up. It's just how you are thinking, you know, your way of thinking during that time. So just remember what I said and try to tell yourself, I'm not stuck. I can just walk away at any time. Literally, I can just walk away at any time. And hopefully that, you know, serves some help to you during that time. So that's what I'm seeing, that, you know, you're going to be feeling stuck in a situation. So maybe, to me, it kind of seems like, yeah, you're going to be feeling stuck because this person is fucking with you, or there's some kind of reason that, you know, they're getting in the way and they're making it hard for you to really, they could be fucking with you emotionally, but it could just be that they're, you know, them being around, it's drama and it's tension and it's causing problems with you and other people, not just you, but other people too. And it could be people that you're close with, and maybe they're gonna, you know, cause some drama between you and your own friends. Like, it's not pretty. But that's the thing. That's why you kind of have to just get away for a while, close yourself off completely. Like, what this means is not giving or taking any offers. So you're just completely like, I don't care what it is, I'm not gonna, you know, and that would be a good thing, I feel like, in this situation particularly, because, you know, this person is kind of affecting others as well, and it's just a negative thing, and obviously it's preventing you from going where you want to be. So I think that it's safe to say this person really is not good to be around. You should know who it is. Like, you know, when you meet, if you haven't met them yet, you'll know, because they'll cause drama in your life and other people's lives, and they're just kind of like that person that you don't really know who they are. They're not getting vulnerable with people. They're not getting close to people, and it's just, you would know who that is. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really like a snake. It's more of like a bully. So it's kind of more obvious, and it's affecting you. And so you're going off on your own here, trying to figure out what you need to do to feel whole and emotionally secure and satisfied again. Because right now, everything's fucked. Not completely, but everything is just drama right now. And your friends may not even be close at this time. Like, you could just be kind of feeling alone. So you go off on your own. You're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go. These people are drama. Good. I feel stuck. Lovely Ace of Swords. So that's cool. Because what that means after the Eight of Swords here, feeling stuck, remember, I can walk away at any time. I can walk away at any time. Ace of Swords comes out to say, hey, this is an opportunity for you to either take the sword in your life, so that means taking back control of your life, taking authority, and feeling good about it, you know, feeling secure in that, being able to speak your voice, you know, being able to be heard or get your point across, and people are understanding it, you know, it's very clear. You're being understood. And the thing is, too, with the Ace of Swords, it could be communication with somebody, it could be opening the lines of communication, and it's an opportunity. So, like all opportunities, we can miss that opportunity, so you can't miss it, but there's going to be a specific time and place. It's going to be just perfect for this to happen, and you will hopefully be able to see that when it happens. You know, when it's there, you'll be able to take that chance, that opportunity. Hopefully this isn't affecting you too much at that time, because then you won't take it if it is. But I feel like that's the beginning stages of it. So, I mean, hopefully that's just dies off later on. You're able to see opportunities and take them instead of just being closed off. And I don't really feel like you're being closed off because you don't want to take opportunities. It's more like you're being closed off to people that you don't really feel are worth your time, or they're causing you drama or hurt, anxiety. So you're just closing off from them. But when you go out into the mountains on your own, it kind of opens up, you know, your own insight into yourself, so you're able to kind of see things more clearly. And when you come back out of that, you know, hopefully you'll be able to see this opportunity there to take the sword and take control back of your life. And that's kind of what you're doing by going off on your own there. So let's see, anything else we need to know for this? Okay. This, I feel like in this particular situation, is talking about you getting in touch with yourself and really seeing yourself for who you are, and like feeling within and, you know, understanding exactly what you need to do. It's kind of like learning a new language, or like learning, you know, meeting a person and learning everything about them. Because a lot of us don't look inside and, you know, in such a deep way to where we're really getting to know somebody as much as we get to know someone who we're just getting to know, right? So we don't even know ourselves like we know other people, you know, sometimes. some people are more in tune than others, but, you know, a lot of people really aren't, you know. I can say I'm not myself, you know. It's not easy. So it looks like that's what you're going to be doing, though. You know, usually this is another person, but I feel like since you're going and looking for that emotional fulfillment, you're being encouraged to look inside, figure yourself out. This is you just seeing yourself clearly for probably the first time. And it's a very calm moment. It's like a moment of things click, but it's also like you finally see what's going on. So that's awesome. It's a really good thing. So I feel like, to answer your question, I feel like no, I don't think in August that will be happening, but it seems like in August what's going to be happening is, based on the cards, it looks like this is a time that is going to be troubling, but you are going to take the high road and you're going to go off on your own. You're going to figure out what you need to do on your own. You feel like the people around you aren't helping and you're not getting anything from them, like they're causing drama actually is what you're getting. So you're taking the high road and you're not participating in that. You're just choosing to go off and find what's best for you. So that's awesome. So, but I feel like, yeah, it's not probably going to happen in August, okay? But that's because there's too much drama going on. Somebody prevents it or delays it in some way for whatever reason, because they're just a bitter, angry person and whatever. They may be jealous, who knows? But that's just who they are. In the situation you're in with them and after, they're going to do that again. Like, it's not just you. So I feel like that's just the person that they are, you know, and there's not much you can do about that, which is super troubling as well. But it's just the way it is. That's why you have to get away from that person and just get with yourself, really. That's the only thing you can really trust and kind of know it has your best interests at heart at that time. So it's also a time of you kind of opening up to yourself, which is very deep. Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, no, of course. No, Asia, we're about to do yours right now. So thank you, Sunny Joe. And after this one, after Asia, you guys, we're going to be doing Valentina and V, okay? So the reason we're doing Asia is because it's a donation reading. Thank you, Asia. I do have your question right here, so I'm going to read that to myself. I don't know if you want me to read it out loud or not, but I'm going to read it to myself just in case you don't want that. And then we'll do the next two free readings for the first three people that were here tonight. So, Asia, you said for Dadisa. Okay, you're gonna have to tell me if I'm saying it wrong because I get my vowels wrong so much. Like, it's not even funny. It's not you. Even though that's a very unique name I've never seen before, that's cool. But I don't know how to pronounce it. So please forgive me if I'm saying that wrong. But, okay, so you said their feelings. Wow, I just fucking said it out loud when I said I wasn't going to. Nice. Okay, hopefully you don't mind. I'm gonna look at your comments really quick. Okay, so, yeah, I'm sorry about that shit. Okay, cool. Okay, so. Dork. I don't know how to shuffle with my left hand. I'm trying it so you can see the cards. Ooh, that one's yours. Do you see that? Nice. All right. Knight of Pentacles. This person, I feel like, does, you know, ideally they want to provide for you. I keep seeing the King of Wands. I have to include it. So there is a determination here for them to get what they want, and their goal is to provide security to the situation. So I feel like, yeah, they are actually thinking about possibly a committed relationship or something secure, something where you won't have to worry. It's not going to be drama. It's not going to be unfaithful. At least that's, you know, what they want right now. Who's to say what will happen when it actually goes down? Because that could be a different story completely. But right now, I think that that's their ideal, is basically for them to be able to provide to you at some point. You know, just something secure. You know, maybe they're not thinking about marriage and family, but maybe they are. I mean, but it's just basically they want to be a secure person for you. They want something more serious, not just nothing. You know, just a, like, hit and miss. You know, not just a frivolous relationship. Something that actually is purposeful, meaningful, and has security. Cool. So committed here, and then also the sun shows that there is some realization. Well, in this situation, I feel like the sun is representing like a very good feeling radiating from the both of you. Like he's feeling good in the energy around you. It's just, it's nice to be around you. It just feels good, you know? And so that's something that he's going to want to get more of. You know what I mean? Like, it's soak it all up. So just being around you is a good, you know, it's a feeling of, it gives them vitality. It makes them feel alive and just very happy. Good, good, good. Okay. So then we have here. Well, okay, so it seems that there's, it's hard for, I feel like this is more you than them, but for some reason there's a situation here talking about like somebody trying to move forward can't really do that so easily, and then there's also a lot of attention being brought to the situation. So I feel like people are cheering you guys on, people want you guys to be together, like there's support here, people are like happy about it, you know, the people that do know, they're happy about it. Like they think it's like, you know, you guys are cute together or whatever it is, you know, they think that, you know, it's a good idea. They're happy with you guys being together, or you guys like liking each other. Yeah, exactly. Right. But there is something that's kind of holding somebody back here. And what is this? Yeah, there's some healing going on. There could have been a loss of money, or there could have been somebody who was very focused on material items or something where, you know, the King of Pentacles here, it could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But basically this person is not able to sleep at night, probably because of money situation. And that makes sense because in the beginning we saw that they want to provide. The pentacle here, representative of money, or basically whatever makes you feel secure. That could be anything, like, but it would be an actual thing, like a house, a car, and it doesn't even have to be that, but it's just saying a physical, like an item or valuable, like a thing that's real, you know, it's not a feeling or emotion, it's like a material item, like whatever makes you feel secure. So probably something like a, you know, the idea of like a house or living together, having security in some way, money in some way, whatever the security is. But see, they're having this problem here, and that's bringing them depression. Well, stress, basically. They can't really sleep at night, they're stressed over it. So then we see here that they may close off for a while and not really give or take any offers. Like they're not going to be accepting offers from you. They're not going to be giving any. But just know it's coming from a place of pure shame, because I think they're closing themselves off really just because they can't handle that they couldn't provide to you in a way that they had wanted to, right? He has a roommate, so maybe that because he's saving up. Right. Yeah, could be. And that's the thing though. It's like he's gonna, you know, there's a loss, or there's a stressor about money, you know, something happening with his money situation. He's like stressing on it. So, and that's something that's obviously delaying the situation from being what it wants to be, which is the Knight of Pentacles. So here, we do just know when he does close off, it's not because he doesn't like you or anything like that. If that ends up happening, you know, if this stays this way, the thing is, you know, him wanting to be this person to provide that security and not being able to do it is something where he has to kind of rethink what he's doing. And, you know, should I continue on this way? I just don't feel like I can really give myself enough, you know, or give enough to her or whatever, you know, our relationship. Let's see what else is here as we continue. What does she need to know? Yeah, exactly. What does she need to know in regards to, like, as we move forward with this? What is your word of advice for her? It's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's going to take patience. It's going to take, you know, a lot of, like, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen tomorrow. But it's, you know, you're waiting basically for this garden to grow, and that's going to take a while. So just know that all of this to be actually secure. But look what he's waiting for. The Pentacles, right? He's waiting for those Pentacles to grow to their full, you know, ability, whatever you want to call it. So that's what's, you know, that's the end goal there. That's what you're going to get if you are patient and you just wait and you give this time and you know, just work towards it consistently. It's like it's a relationship. It's going to take some time. And it takes work, see? Hard work and effort. But look, somebody is putting all their effort into this. So that's a good thing. I mean, this is talking about, and, you know, again, Pentacles. This Pentacle thing is coming up a lot because I feel like this really does want to be a secure relationship, something that's, you know, able to last the test of time, you know? So, stand the test of time. So, you know what I mean. So basically, yeah, this is a goal here, and they're working towards it endlessly. That's all they really do is try and think about that and try to work towards creating more security. So that's a good thing. You have somebody who's giving effort to this, okay? Okay, so Haley, the way that it works, and since I have some of you here who probably don't know, basically tonight we are doing, well, we've been doing a raffle for the last few nights, and we're going to end up choosing the person tonight who wins a free 30-minute reading. So that's fun. If you want to get in this raffle here, all you need to do is get a reading tonight. Tonight's the last night. I'm going to be pulling tonight. So get in here by getting a reading. The only way that you really have control over yourself getting a reading is by donating. First of all, subscribe, then donate, then you get into the jar, okay? But if you can't do that, that's fine. There's other ways to get into the jar. First of all, if you're new here, please let me know. Just say, hey, I'm new, and, you know, just let me know so that I'll probably notice it, but, you know, just in case. And, you know, you want to get your reading, so just keep kind of letting me know until you're chosen. If, you know, I'm going to try to get to as many as I can. I'm not going to be able to get to everybody, obviously, but I'm going to try my best to get to as many as I can. So if you're new here, that's another way. If you donate, of course, you will take priority and be first. And then if you get randomly selected, that's another way, because I'm going to randomly select people as we go. So, yeah, and you can skip all of this, you know, craziness and just get your reading by donating as well. You'll get it right away immediately, so just let me know if you do that, and we will start your reading, okay? So that's 4 ways to get in, you guys. I'm also doing the free readings for the first 3 people that come to any of my lives. It's going to be a thing I do now forever and on until I don't. But yeah, it's going to be a thing that I keep doing now. So if you want to get a free reading each time I go live, all you need to do is subscribe, first of all. And then next to subscribe, there's this little bell icon. You just hit that, and then you select all out of the 3 options that it shows you. And when you do that, it will notify you each time that I go live. Right when I'm live, boom, it'll notify you, and you can get here first. If you're one of the first 3 people here, then you get a free reading, okay? So that's how you do that. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will definitely be willing to answer those for you. And also, it's in the description below for donations and all the information I just told you. But if you have any questions that still don't, you know, you didn't get your question answered, let me know. So, okay. Right now, we are on the free readings. The first 3 people here get free readings. So right now, we are on those readings. Okay. So, is Carlo Sepulveda currently dating a new girl? Haley, you just sit tight. I'm going to do this reading and one more, since these are the first people that came here tonight, so they get their free reading first. And then if we get any donations in between that, then we'll have to go with those first as well. And because donation readings take priority and get immediate, you know, they get priority. They'll be read for first, just as a thank you, you know. And then I'll go with these, you know, I'll finish out these free ones, and then we'll look at some new people, okay? So just sit tight and keep posting your question. You know, it's not a guarantee that you'll get chosen, but I am going to try my best to get to as many as I can. So just sit tight and keep posting, okay? Without spamming. Okay. So, is Carlos Sepulveda currently dating a new girl and in love with her, starting a new relationship with somebody else, or is he in love? So let's see what this Carlo person is doing for Valentina. We can see kind of anything we need to know about Carlo, and if he is, you know, what's his love life like right now. If we can know that, you can give us some information about that, please. Anything we need to know about Carlo that would be of interest to her. Valentina, what do we need to know about her? Okay, there is somebody, you know, okay. They're making big changes. It could be something that really wasn't their choice in the first place, but it becomes something where they're trying to figure out, like, well, they're trying to get their needs met. So they're thinking, like, they're going for what they want. And it's a bit of a greedy energy, but it's, you know, they get what they want doing that. And so it's satisfying. They have these 9 cups here filled to the brim, not sharing any of them. So it's basically very self-fulfilling. But then there's the death card here too, Scorpio. Could be a Scorpio, or it could just represent basically drastic change or endings of some sort. So they're on their way to doing what they need to do, what they like to do, what suits them. What else do we need to know? Brought on by these changes. Yeah, actually, there could be a new person there. That's exactly what that card means, the beginning stages of a relationship here. So yeah, definitely could be a new person here. Let's see. They're making a decision, deliberate decision here, after careful thought. And what their action is closing off. So, they're closing off from somebody completely. It could be this person, and it could be somebody else. Could be everybody else but this person. You know, they're offering a connection to somebody. It's the beginning stages. Let's see what else here. Yep, they're closing off to everyone else because they are offering somebody else a connection. And they're wanting to kind of, for whatever reason, they're wanting to close off from people and have it just be like them, you know, in the situation, seemingly. See these two? They feel like they have to rescue the person, or maybe the person's rescuing them, in, you know, you know, that's kind of the way that they're seeing it, or the way that it feels to them. Like they are saving a person. Asia, I almost forgot to put you in the raffle. Like they're rescuing somebody. Or getting rescued. So that's probably why they want to close off from everyone else, because they just feel like they want it to just be them and that person, and not get that person in a situation that's, you know, negative for them anymore, or whatever the exact dialogue is. I do feel like that, yes. For sure, there's definitely somebody that they're interested in and somebody that they're going toward. And then there's actually a lot of hope for the connection, and I know you probably hate to hear that, but, you know, I'm not going to say something that I don't, like, I'm going to only say what I do see in the cards and not what I don't, and I'm sorry if that's not what you want to hear, but I'm just, you know, this is what I'm seeing here. It looks like, yeah, it looks like there is, you know, positive energy here, like a hope for this to be, you know, a good connection. Like there's, you know, a lot of good energy in that connection. You know, a lot of hope for it, basically. Okay. And also that represents Aquarius. It could be a younger water sign person. So it could be that Scorpio, because that came out after Scorpio. That came out after the death card. You know, the death card and then this one. So it could be a Scorpio person who's younger than them. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Aquarius I'm getting. There's a lot of cups here. So it could be that water sign. But it doesn't have to be, but, you know, that's a good starting point. Those are the signs I'm getting here. So, yeah, it does look like there is a new person that they are happy with or trying to get to know, basically. And we see the page there and the knight, because what it's representing is basically, in the beginning, stages of a relationship, that's the Page of Cups, because it's the young energy, it's just the beginning, and then it's, you said you're Scorpio. Oh, how funny. How weird. So is it a different Scorpio or is it you? Wow. Another thing I kind of picked up on too was that, you know, when I saw the Page of Cups and then I saw the Knight of Cups, since it said Page of Cups and then they were going to close off, then it said Knight of Cups and then it said, what did it say after that? It said something about closing off, I feel like, again. Because it said ending, then a new thing, then Knight of Cups, and then I forget what it said, but basically I feel like there could be another, that could be a new person as well in between that, like they're cutting that person off and then a new person. But since, oh, you know what it probably is? If you guys didn't last very long, that's what I would think it was, because you're the Scorpio, so it would say Scorpio, that was a new person, then they closed off to that person, and then there was a Knight of Cups, so there actually could be a new person. But if that Scorpio is you, then it could be saying that they will come back around, which is interesting. So let me get clarity on that really quick, because I don't know if you remember the cards, what they look like, but what I'm saying is it was Scorpio, Page Cups, right? And but remember, self-fulfilling, so it could feel like they're being kind of selfish and not considering you very much, you know? And so, I mean, that could have been how it went down in your guys' connection. And then after that, we see they're closing off, and then they're offering the Knight of Cups. So if this person comes back around and tries to be like a savior, tries to like save the day or make things right, or kind of like fix what happened, you know, because you're feeling like hurt, and if they come back and try to like save you from that, then if, you know, you get that feeling, then I would say that that could be you who it's, you know, talking about. Yeah, yep, exactly. That's what I'm going to do right now. Try to get as much information as I can for this. Because once you said you're the Scorpio, I mean, usually that wouldn't necessarily change it, but since you said that, it did. I felt like it could have been you. And because of that, or it could be a new Scorpio, but because of that, I just don't know, and we're going to have to look further. Let's see. So, give us, if there's a... Is this person... Who is this, Is Carlo... Okay, wait, how do I ask this? Is Carlo going to be communicating soon? What do we see in regards to communication in this connection between Valentina and Carlo? Yeah, Asia, I did add you to the jar. I just did that a couple minutes ago. I was like, oh, I almost forgot Asia. I added you, yeah. Look at that. It is you. How funny. Because I said, okay, is there going to be communication between you and Carlo? And what's the connection look like? Knight of Cups again. And that's what we got. Remember, Page of Cups, closed off, Knight of Cups. So, that person is going to be coming back around. That's what I would expect pretty soon. And how soon can we expect this? Right? Is Mercury still in retrograde, you guys? I just want to know, because if it is, that could mean that, you know, we're having thoughts of people from the past, you know, memories and things coming back around. So, and that's, you know, when people will come back around a lot of times. So that could be what that is, you know, partially having to do with that energy. So let's see a little bit what we need to know and how long will this take? Like, look, is this going to be soon? I know, that's kind of crazy. So I'm glad I did this. Yeah, so lovely. I love that when that happens. But basically it's saying it's, well, really, the moon represents a lack of clarity, so there's not much clarity here, and it's a very confusing situation. It's not a very reliable one either. It's kind of iffy, you know what I mean? I wouldn't trust it wholeheartedly. I'm not going to say it's going to be the perfect thing. We just don't know. The moon is there to say that you don't know where you stand with the person, and you're not going to know. Like, they like to keep it on those terms, you know? And that's not very, you know, it's kind of an uneasy feeling. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel, you don't feel assured, you know what I mean? So it's difficult, you know, because they're not being very open. They're kind of just not really giving you much information on, you know, what they're wanting and expecting and what this is. So it's confusing. It's hot and cold, you know, it's clouded. You don't know what it is. And because of that, I don't know when it's going to happen, but I feel like sooner than later, obviously. Like, probably soon. I mean, probably before the end of the year. Or very early next year. But yeah, it's you. It's you they're coming back for. He is perfectly confused. LOL, it's kind of his status quo. And I think, too, he's keeping things confusing for you, you know? Like, you're just not really even sure what you're dealing with there. So that's kind of annoying, but that's the moon for you, clouded. You don't really know which way is up. You feel lost a bit, you know? Thanks for liking this video, you guys. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you guys part of this community, and I'd love to be able to read for you tonight. And if you're new here, subscribe, and let me know you're new. One more. Give me the essence of this connection where they come back and try to offer something. Says you already know. When I get the High Priestess, when reading for a person, it's basically saying this person knows what this means. They know what you're referring to or what you're getting at. So I feel like when I say, you know, what is this connection, like, what is the essence of this connection? You already know what it's going to be, and whatever it's saying to you, what that is going to be, like, whatever you feel inside that means, then, you know, do with that what you will. Like, don't disregard that. Your intuition's very strong. It's probably spot the fuck on. So just know that, you know, whatever you're feeling about that situation is what you should really listen to. Like, don't disregard it, okay? Because it's spot on. Listen to yourself more. Okay, thank you, Valentina. And then, well, okay, the thing about intuition, you're probably thinking too much with your logical mind. You have to, I mean, like, when you think about being in a relationship with that person again, or when they, you know, them coming back around and how that would be, you kind of already feel like you know how it would be. Like, you know, like, either you feel like it would be good or bad, right? So it's like, and if you don't know now, it's just because you're thinking too much. You're just getting too, you know, your emotional, or your logical side is taking over. So that clogs the intuition up for sure. So, so yeah, exactly. That's the moon right there. But, yeah, basically you have to, like, meditate or something. Get with yourself, get in tune with yourself if you're not able to do that. Also, it means, you know, when you're dealing with the person, whatever you're feeling at that time, like, you just feel like something isn't right, or you just feel like, whatever it is that you feel, like, don't disregard that. You know, your intuition is there for a reason, okay? I'm going to be right back. I'm going to turn on the air. Watch. Okay. So, who's coming towards me in love? I'm Sagittarius. Okay. This is the last free reading. The third person who is here. And thanks, you guys, for being the first people here. You get your free reading. Okay. You said, what's coming for me in love? All the information for getting a reading, you guys, it's in the description below. Get a reading tonight and you will be entered into this raffle. So it's really fun because then you get a free 30-minute reading. Well, whoever the winner is gets a 30-minute reading. So it's pretty cool. So the way you do that is you got to get in this raffle. There's 4 ways to get a reading. Well, 3 ways now. 3 ways to get a reading. First way is by donating. All the information for that's in the description. Second way is to be a new subscriber. Let me know you're new here and I'll randomly select new subscribers. And if you get chosen, I'll put you into the jar. And then there's also returning subscribers aren't asked out. You guys can be randomly selected. I'll randomly select a few people as well. And another thing you can do, if you're new here, you don't know this yet, if you want to get a free reading, you can subscribe to the channel, and next to subscribe there is a little bell icon. When you hit that, it'll say 3 options, and you hit all. Select all, and you'll be notified right when I go live. Every single time I'm going live, it'll just let you know in YouTube if your notifications are on. So what that does is it gives you an opportunity to be here first. So if you come here right away when you get that notification and you're one of the first people here, you write in the chat to prove that you're one of the first people here. And the first 3 people get a free reading. So that's another way to get a free one next time, if you didn't know already. This represents, this is for V, this represents a player, a person who's not, they're non-committal, you know, they're coming in with a lot of passion and it's nice, it's fun, it's exciting, but then they're gone just as quick and it's, you know, it doesn't feel great. It could also, that's what's coming towards you, you ask. Yeah, that's, so make sure that whoever you date next, you know, just, if it's very passionate and exciting, like nothing you've ever experienced, like it's just on fire, just, you know, take it slow and don't get too attached yet. Because that person is likely not going to get attached, you know, in the way that you're going to, right? So you don't want that to hurt too bad, you know? Don't expect, if it feels that way, like it's saying here, then just, you know, take it slow. Make sure that the person's in it with you before you get too attached, you know? What else here? Right. This is what's coming towards you, though. In love. Anything else we need to know in regards to love for her? Okay, there's going to be a self-reflection period or isolation, alone time. What does this have to do with anything? Also, that represents Virgo, so it could be a Virgo person who's coming towards you. And yeah, this is, yeah, so leaving you out in the cold. I would say it is a Virgo just because it's kind of showing this is a player who will eventually leave, and then we see the Virgo card, and then we see them leaving. So I feel like that is kind of what that's saying, you know, and there's not much self-reflection there in that situation. So I would say that that's a Virgo person rather than it being the self-reflection side. And it could also, if it is a self-reflection side, the only thing I see with that really is it could be talking about your own isolation that you're, you know, going to be experiencing. You feel isolated. You feel left in the cold here with the 5 of Pentacles. from this person just leaving so suddenly and without warning and just kind of like not coming back when it was so passionate yesterday, you know? It's unsettling. So, let's see. Yeah, and this causes a tower moment for you, which changes everything up, by the way. Tower moments are all about changes and just transformation. So this hits hard and you change in a huge way, in many different ways in your life, because you're not going to have a choice at this point with the tower. It comes in because we didn't make certain changes that were, you know, good for us to make. Now we're on the wrong path, and the tower's like a good friend pushing us in the right direction. It's going to feel unpleasant because it's a lot of change, but it's, you know, you're a Sag. It shouldn't be too hard to make some changes. They like new things, you know, experiencing new things, and that's what it's going to be is, you know, a new way of life for you, basically, transformation. But what's cool about it, on the bright side, it is a bright side thing, but a lot of people don't look at it that way. But what is cool right now, what we can see already, is if you are willing to, you know, go through these changes, what you see on the other side is the Magician, and the Magician represents manifestation. So that's cool, because you can make a lot of shit happen, and it's going to be more doable after this tower moment, after you make all these changes, and things are, you know, the sun comes back out, you're going to be very happy with the, you know, situation, with what you're able to do and make happen for yourself. Just know that you don't need anything else to make these things happen. It really just takes you believing that you can do these things. And it's not that you can't do those things now, but after this tower moment, I guess it's probably saying because there's certain changes in your life that need to be made because they're holding you back right now, these things. So once you make those changes, it should be a lot more doable for you to, you know, make shit happen. And that would come after this relationship. So it's probably a karmic partner, because karmic partners represent, you know, lessons learned. Like, we have to learn from these people. They're there for that reason. And it's not always pleasant. A lot of times it does hurt, but hey, we do remember it. We'll never forget that lesson, you know, we'll never forget that person. And sometimes it sucks, you know, to think about it in that way, but really that's, you know, that's the karmic partner is. It's not really the best. It's not healthy necessarily. It's really kind of like not in our best interest, but it needs to happen for us to evolve, grow, and learn from the person and the situation that they've, you know, that we're in with them. So, just take it as a gift, because you're going to grow and evolve because of it. So safe to say it probably will be very painful, but it's like one of those life lessons, you know, you never forget, and you wouldn't want to not know that. So it's kind of something that eventually you could be grateful for. Okay. And thank you, by the way. So just be careful with the next person you date. You know, I would just say take it slow and just try to see if they're in it for, you know, the long run. And you won't know that until obviously you get a little further with them. So just don't jump in right away. You know, just give it some time and find out what their expectations are, what they're planning on doing if you can, you know. Don't just jump in just because they say they like you and it's very passionate, because that's likely what it will be, but it may not last. So just don't get yourself in a troubling situation, you know. Have your own back. And just make sure they're in it like you are, okay? What their intentions are, if you can know that. So let's see. Who should we go with next? Okay, you guys, so the person who can type into the chat quickest. First of all, why don't you guys post your birthdays? Like 8/28 is mine. Post it in that format into the chat, please. Because I have a certain thing I'm going to do to choose the next person. So I just don't tell me what your sign is, but just say what your birthday is. You don't have to put the year or anything. Okay. Lady Vivi, what is the day of your birthday? Oh, 5/25, that's my brother's birthday. Gemini. No, I mean the day, like, because you said 1093. But what is, you said 1093, but what is the, like, day of that month? The date, yeah. Okay, all right. Well, nope, not what I was looking for. Sorry about that. And actually, I don't think I see anybody that is the sign. But let's see. Check again. 723, 629, 1223, 316, 10, 12, 1219, 10, 12, 1223, 525, 629, March 16th, 10th of December, 723, January 3rd, Can you guys guess who I'm looking for? Whoever can guess it first. That's how we'll do it, since they're not here. No, not a date, but just a sign. Pisces, Libra, no? There's a reason I'm choosing this person, this sign. Scorpio. Haley, yes, Scorpio. Because it's Scorpio season. Duh! Where my Scorpios at? Where are my Scorpios? My Scorpios. JK. So Scorpio, yes. Haley, that is what I was looking for. Right, yep. So go ahead and post a question if you have one. If you don't, I'll just go ahead and read for you generally. Right on. Oh yeah, my mother-in-law, her birthday's 11/11. How cool. What does Grant like about me? You said, let's see. Oh wait, let me put you in the raffle before I forget. That wouldn't be fun. Let me not forget that. Into the pot. Woo! I'm so excited for this, you guys. Nice. Okay. What does Grant like about me? What does Grant like about her? Can we get the energy of his fondness toward her and what that looks like to him, please? Okay. It's something with a lot of potential. Like he sees you as possibly a person he can impregnate? Is that what that... Because the Empress is about, you know, pregnancy. It could also be about just, you know, new beginnings. So I feel like he does see a lot of potential with you. Like you're a cool new beginning you'd like to explore. And also, so there's some stress here. What does this have to do with it? someone having to find themselves and go off on their own for a little bit. So it's a new beginning, but it ends, it you know, it can't start just yet. Maybe that's what adds to the suspense of the connection or the feelings. For some reason, someone has a personal issue they have to go and handle. And then we're talking about the opportunity for success. This could also be commitment. Most of the time it's talking about, you know, some material item like money or something that provides security in some way. So basically, yeah, we're talking about the opportunity for a pentacle. It can be a missed opportunity if they're not careful. So it seems like this person comes in and sees you as a beautiful new beginning, then has to go off, a very stressful situation, whatever it is, personal, emotional, and then they'll have the opportunity to come back and make this a thing. So let's see, anything else that you can tell us they like about this person? What do they like about this person? What is this person? What does Grant like about Haley? See? Keep saying a break. Temporary rest period. They like that about you? Okay, the cards are obviously trying to tell us something else. That happens. I'm not trying to avoid your question. Just know that. Cancer, or going towards somebody. So basically, yeah, there's before this can take action, I feel like they will, like, there's gonna be a lot of delays, or there's gonna be a lot of like hot and cold, like not hot and cold like how they feel about you, but just, you know, it's like we're getting started, then we're not. I have to go and handle something. Then we're getting started, or there's the opportunity to, and then boom, like there's some kind of need for distance, like for whatever reason. So let's see what the reason is here, because I don't really know exactly why that is, and I don't want to assume. What is the up and down, back and forth, hot and cold shit going on in this situation? Okay, it does have to do with the person's security. So maybe they're in a situation where they just don't have security, like they aren't living with their parents, for example, you know, so they're having to like constantly take care of themselves, which is fine, but they're struggling to do that. Like building a foundation for them is just, it's posing as a challenge to them. You know, they're struggling to keep that going in a consistent way that feels secure. You know, they're having trouble doing that. And it, you know, we all have trouble doing that at first, when we first have to do that. So it's nothing out of the ordinary. I just feel like this person is on a, you know, they have to take care of themselves without much help. So obviously, yeah, they're seeing some struggles with that as they go. They'll figure it out along the way, but that's what, you know, that's what the cards are representing, is basically some, you know, back and forth and kind of hectic craziness, you know, things like not working out exactly as planned, in the beginning there. Sorry about that. And someone isn't, well, basically they have a lot of options here, like a lot. They can go with many different ways, you know, to approach the situation. So that's cool to have options. That's great. That means we can make shit happen. And if it doesn't work out, we can do this, you know, too. So this person has a lot of options. But the thing about the options here, you know, they're kind of an unrealistic set of options. You know, there is one option in there that's best, but the one that they're probably going to go with first is the one that's most unrealistic, because it feels good and it seems like a good idea. You know, it'll make you feel good, but it's not realistic. So there's likely to be disappointment, but basically they're going to be going towards this in a way that's, like there's just going to be a lot of interruptions, it seems like. And then on the other side of that, 10 of Pentacles, which is cool. So at the end here, it could be actually a committed thing. But the thing is, the only way to get to this point is like if you deal with all of the shit in between, which a lot of people probably wouldn't, because it's like not hot and cold, but it's back and forth, and the person is not a steady person to rely on or date, you know? Like they're going through a lot, and so they're going to be kind of making a lot of changes, or going about things in a different way, kind of not wanting to continue one day, wanting to continue the next day, and it's like, it's just kind of a difficult situation. But on the other side of that, it kind of does look like there is, you know, potential security here. The 10 of Pentacles is a very great card to get. It's kind of like the end-all of the Pentacles. So, I mean, it's kind of like if you're willing to go through all the shit, you may end up with a secure connection. A lot of people aren't going to want to wait for that to happen, though. The person to get it together and start doing the right thing and figure it out for themselves and stop ditching you just to, you know, handle their shit and then see it later. Like, no, it's, you know, some people wouldn't want to do that. So, I mean, but it's possible for that to happen for sure. Ten of Pentacles is a pretty good card to get. Also, with this Ace of Pentacles here, it's like there's the opportunity for these things. Again, opportunities can be missed, so, you know, it's just really about the two people involved, and if they're willing to put the effort forward and actually see the opportunity and take it while, you know, strike while the iron's hot. Okay. And my phone died too, I forgot. So I'm gonna have to plug that in really quick because I can't see what you guys are saying. Come on, never mind. Sorry about that, guys. I cannot see what you're saying. It'll just take a second for my phone to turn on. How is everybody? How are you guys? Hope you're doing well. Maybe, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of interruptions. That makes sense. Damn, that thing almost caught fire. Go away, Plaid. I'm great. I am as well. Isn't that the neck thing? I don't know. Can you get him out? Thank you. Hi, Bubba. My cat's trying to take down the backdrop. I'm not too happy with that. Like, that's not gonna fly right now. Don't piss me off. Okay. Hi, Cloudy Venti. Oh, that sucks, Amber. Precious, I'm well, thank you. How are you? Hi, Monica. She. Let me see if this thing turned on yet. Nope. Did I put you in? I didn't put Haley in, actually, I didn't. Oh, wait, yes, I did. Yeah, I did. Oops, almost right. So... Wait, I don't know if this is gonna work, actually. Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Because it wouldn't say that it wasn't. I feel like there's another person I forgot to add. So if you guys haven't been here before, hi, we are doing readings tonight, and you can get into this raffle we're doing. It's going to be for a 30-minute reading, and I've been doing it the last couple days, so you can get into it twice. You just have to get a reading again. So there's 4 ways to get a reading. If you're new here and you don't know, if you are one of the first people here on the live stream, then you can get a free reading automatically, and that's something I'm doing for all my live streams from now into the future until whenever it stops. But as far as I know now, it's going to be a thing that is happening for a long time. So if you want to get a free reading next time for sure, make sure that you're subscribed, and after that you will see this little bell icon next to subscribe. All you have to do is press it, and it'll give you 3 options. You hit select. You select all, and it will notify you every time that I'm going live, like right at that moment. So if you're here and you're one of the first 3 people here, you will get a free reading. So that's how that works. That's why the first 3 people here get a free reading, and they get read first. Then donation readings, which, you can find all the information for that in the description below this video, in the description box for donation instructions. They will get a reading as well, and they'll be in the raffle. And then if you're a new subscriber, I'm going to be randomly selecting new subscribers. I'm not going to be able to get to everybody, but I'm going to try my best to get to as many as I can. So then we're going to randomly select also some returning subscribers. So all of those people getting readings will be entered into the raffle. So if you want to be in that raffle, you got to get a reading tonight, okay? So you could wait around or you can donate. The choice is yours. So let's continue. My phone just turned on, yay. So I can see what you're saying now. So let's see. Okay, so Priya. Let me know if I'm saying that incorrectly. Go ahead and post your question if you have one. Will I get a government job before February 2022? I don't do yes or no questions, but we can look into this and see the energy around that time and see if it looks like you have a government job or a new job or something. So tell me what we need to know about February 2022 for Priya or Priya. How do you say it? I don't want to keep saying it wrong. Is it Priya? Is the first choice Priya, or is it the second choice Priya? Or the third choice, none of the above? Make sure you guys are subscribing and liking this video. I really appreciate it. 2nd. So Priya. Tell me what Priya is going to be doing, if we can see that from this point. What does February 2022 look like for Priya here? February 2022, what are we seeing there for her in regards to work? Okay, there is going to be honesty. It's really kind of a push in that direction, like be honest and straightforward in all your dealings. Then we do see maybe your friends are possibly going to help you get a job, like if that is possible, but there, for some reason there's friends here, so I feel like being honest, that would probably mean an interview, right? Or something to where you're having to, like, you know, be held accountable and responsible. And friends, good energy. So you could be working with friends, or there's something where a friend is getting you a job possibly. Or it's people you really get along with, I mean, when you work there. People that are very honest. There's an honest energy, and then there's the friends included. Could be a mutual friend that you meet through other people. And somebody is offering you security here, so they're kind of coming in to try to save the day there and offer you some kind of security. And with that comes along happiness. We have a few things here. Yeah, so this is kind of a weird situation, because what I see first of all is it brings you a lot of happiness. It could be a friend or a mutual friend that brings you this happiness and obviously this security. To me, that represents a job. I don't know if it's government job or not, but it is talking about money, security, something to where you can feel secure, and someone bringing this to you. So along with the friend thing, I feel like that means either it's a mutual friend that you meet through a friend of yours, or it's somebody, you know, that is your friend. You know, it's a good energy. It's good people. You know, I would say this person genuinely is caring, you know, about what's, you know, your best interest. So, I mean, don't give them your house keys and everything necessarily, but yeah, I mean, I think they have good intentions for you. They want the best for you. That's what 3 of Cups is like good friends that actually care and you can, like, be yourself with. So they're hooking it up right now, and they are going to give you this opportunity. Then it's headed toward, there could be someone who is sneaking something. And because of that, it represents afterwards, we see some kind of abandonment or someone being left out in the cold. So somebody at this job may steal from the company, or maybe they're sneaking around in some way at the company. And after that, you're left out in the cold. Then you don't really know what to do. I feel like that's because maybe they, either you know about what the shadiness is, they don't want you to reveal it, or for some reason, maybe they have a higher position and they're able to just kind of like drop you. But this person's wanting to kind of like leave you in the dust and kind of like never have to answer for this. It's probably because you know, are closer to them than they really know. Like, it's like you're kind of, you see things going on and they're not too happy with that. So you're not really sure what to do at that point. After this was like a lot of happiness. So that's the thing. If you get into a situation like that, the 10 of Cups is a really great card to get. I mean, it's like the 10 of Cups. You're happy, okay? But at this job, at this workplace, you notice the sneakiness. Maybe it's just inconsistent. It's not good. Like, the way that they work there is like they don't do things the correct way. They're not open about things, and there's a lot of secrets, and you're kind of like watching all of this. And I think somebody's not too happy with that. They kind of want to make sure that something's done about you and keeping your mouth shut or something along those lines. I did see the King of Wands, and what that represents is determination. So I feel like after this all goes down and you kind of don't know what to do, very soon you're going to turn around and be able to have motivation from that. So it's cool because you're not kind of like just giving up, and you're not like, you know, it's not something to where it's going to bring you down to your lowest low. It kind of feels like you're, you know, you get pissed off or something, so you get motivated to like do something about it. And I don't know if you're going to fight back necessarily and get your job back, or if you're just going to be determined to do something else. But it says be honest. You know what's cool about the King of Swords here? When I first got this for you, I was going to say, so it kind of seems like something went down and you're having to now, you know, explain the story, and you're having to be honest about it, you know, like be honest in all your dealings. But I was just like, well, you know, what's happened? I mean, I don't know anything about it yet, so maybe it's not that. But now that we're going a little further, it kind of seems like, now that it's coming up again, kind of seems like it has something to do with that. Because look, now you're going to have to answer for this story, maybe get your job back if that's what the whole situation is and will give you in return. Like, people are trying to get the facts. So whenever that happens and you are having to tell facts about a situation, just remember that it doesn't matter how you feel, it doesn't matter how they feel. Don't focus on that. Focus on the facts. Literally just the facts of what happened, what went down. And it seems like it's going to cause this tower moment, which will bring about a lot of changes. And it's really for the best, but at the time it really doesn't feel that way. It probably feels like it's pretty shitty and for the worst, for example. But you just have to go with it. I mean, if you cannot resist changes at that time, like, allow things to just kind of naturally unfold. And if you're going to get fired, whatever. If, you find a new opportunity, even better. But, whatever changes take place, it's going to be for the better in the end. Came out again with the Justice card. It's meant to be this way, even if it feels like it shouldn't and doesn't feel good. It's getting you on that right path. So this is like, it wants you to make changes. It wants you to, the Tower, wants you to, improve your life and not allow things that are not helping you or going towards ways that are not, productive or going to help you get where you want to be in your life. So big changes there and some drama. But it seems like next year, that you'll probably have a job. I don't know if it's going to be government or not, but it looks like there is some kind of opportunity there being offered to you. But that shadiness, maybe just try not to get involved in it and you can stay out of it. Just get away from it so that it's not like you can be pointed at and that you know anything, You just not be directly involved would help. Either way, when the time comes, just be honest about what happened. Like, after everything goes down. If you can avoid it, great. If not, just at least be honest about what you really know. If you're not involved in it. I mean, if you are, that's kind of on you. Oh, okay. Well, just let her know when she comes back. Or I don't know if you're talking about me. Or, I mean, if you're talking about her. Okay. Hi, Anant Preet. How does Ashley feel about me? For she? Hi, you guys. Make sure you're subscribed and liking this video. I'm going to try to get to as many as I can, okay? Okay, here you go. She into the pot. If you want to be part of this raffle, then get a reading tonight, you guys. All the information's in the description below. Check that out if you'd like a reading and you want to be entered in the raffle for a free 30-minute reading. We're going to choose the winner tonight, so this is your last chance to be entered into this raffle. Okay. How does Ashley feel about she? There's going to be a rest period or some distance. There's going to be some time apart. And that's not saying feelings, I know, but it's for some reason coming out first. So I'm going to try to answer it still, don't worry. It's just whenever the cards say something else, it's because obviously there's something else trying to come out first. Okay, we see good luck here. So take some distance from the person. That would be a good idea. Give them time, give them their space, whatever, you know, they're needing it for. It's going to be a good thing later. So there's rest, maybe taking a rest yourself from certain people or this person. Taking a break or taking some time away. Yeah, balance. So it will, whatever kind of relationship this is the Libra card, by the way. Whatever kind of relationship this is, it's going to add to the structure of it. You know, like the balance, it's going to be a lot more doable. It's going to be a lot more equal. It's going to be a lot more fair after you give each other some space. Take some rest yourself. Maybe it's not even space necessarily, but it's you taking your own rest, you know, and healing and just taking some time away. So then we have Two of Wands, talking about a deliberate decision being made. There's realizations, and somebody has to leave. They move, they travel, they make distance even further. Cross the water, you know, somewhere where they're having to, like, travel or go a far way to get there. And the reason they're going is because they're having a realization. They realize they have to go. It's not something they're gung-ho about. You know, you can see these two down here being kind of led away. They're not like deuces. They're like, you know, this kind of sucks, but I know I have to do it, so I'm doing it. The whole purpose is because somebody's missing a cup here, and cups represent emotions. So basically somebody feels like there's something missing inside of them, and they're having to make some distance, and that's a good thing. They should do that, because it only really, you know, the only person who can really, like, heal that or fix that is themselves. So that would be a good idea to do that at that time. Whoever that's for, you or her. But basically the structure of your relationship and the life of your relationship is going to be dependent on these breaks that you're having, because you guys either spend too much time together, or there's something to where you guys are creating toxicity in each other's lives for some reason, or it's just delaying things, it's limiting you. And time apart would be a good idea. No communication, so that's now possibly. Tell me about the no communication with these two. Okay. So somebody is quite disappointed from the last, you know, the way things went down. This is something from the past, because it's cups knocked down. So, you know, in the present moment, this person's focused on the cups that were knocked down in the past. So basically past shit, and really just still being affected by it, and just kind of thinking everything else is going to be just the same. Not even seeing these two cups right here that are still opportunities for them to take, you know, and to make something with. They don't even see that. They're just laser ass focused on this negativity. So with that, you know, it's not much, if the person continues in that way, it's not much that, there's not much you can do, because basically they're already seeing it negatively. That's kind of gonna, you know, put a damper on things and, you know, change somebody's perspective. Even when there's good things happening, it's kind of hard to see that, because they're just not trusting it either way. They're like, this is going to be a letdown. Basically, I'm disappointed and everything's going to be this way. So this is talking about, you know, the beginning stages of a project or some kind of, you know, endeavor. And there's judgment. So somebody's feeling shame, or somebody's feeling like they're being watched or judged, or not, like they can't be themselves, like they're trying to prove, and they just can't get their head above water, basically. So this could be talking about like a new way of approaching something, like they're just not, you know, for example, no communication. That's kind of the new approach you guys are taking, even if it's not new. It's like for the first time that's happening, and you guys are judging each other based on that. You're judging how you feel about the person. Basically, you're being judged as well, obviously. But after this, you know, there's some disappointment we see with that Five of Cups. And so that's probably the sole purpose of why it's happening. There was some disappointment. Somebody's not getting over it. You know, not saying they should get over it necessarily. That's not, you know, it's up to them. But it's like this negativity is really driving the whole lack of communication. You know, and then here we do have the Cancer card. But it's also talking about taking a certain road. These two sphinxes at the bottom are going to lead this person in two different directions. So they have to choose one direction. And whenever they do that, they're going to be on their way. So, I mean, I feel like you guys will at some point probably come back together and at least discuss things, because they're headed straight towards you. But, I mean, whatever the discussion will be like, whatever the outcome's going to be, it's two people who are judging the other and feel like, you know, for some reason there needs to be that distance. So, but seemingly not something that's very, like, they don't even really know. Why is that? That's weird. What don't you know? You know, like, what don't you understand? Like, you don't want this, you do. Makes no sense. I mean, I'm sure it does to someone somewhere, but not to me right now. It's kind of weird. Thank you, Jaya, or whatever it is. Okay. Do you hear that? Moni, I don't know exactly what you are wanting to know. Can you rephrase that? And thanks for subscribing. I don't know exactly what you're trying to ask, though. Or Moni, or Moni. Moni? Or Moni? Moni or Moni? 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 I'm not sure how to say it, but can you rephrase your question? And I'd be happy to answer it for you. No, I don't know exactly what you're trying to ask. Can you just rephrase it? Can you just rewrite it in some way? Because I don't really get your question. Just you know, explain a little bit more what you're trying to want to know. How does my relatives view or think about me? Want to know about certain gang of my relatives. How do they view you and feel about you? Let's see. No problem. Okay. What do her relatives feel about her? That's what we're trying to find out here. What do her relatives feel about her? The one's a part of this gang. What do these people feel about her? These specific people she's asking about. What do we need to know basically about what they're feeling towards you? What do we need to know? So they, you know, it's like a, if it's a commitment, like something that they're, you know, saying they're going to do, basically their word, it's not going to fall through. Like basically if you know, they have this set plan or this set way of being, like you feel comfortable with that, or you feel like you just don't, like, you know, like they mean what they say type thing, but then they're not committed to that. So it's like, what, I wouldn't trust them necessarily. You know, it just seems like what you can expect basically is for them to not be committed to whatever they're saying they're committed to. Like in regards to your relationship to them. And then we do have the Emperor, so that's showing that somebody's responsible over, you know, they oversee a lot of different people. You know, the Emperor has an empire of people, so that represents, like, you know, this person, basically this Emperor here, he's got to make sure all those people are healthy and that they have the medicine they need, the food they need to keep them alive. So basically that person we're talking about here in particular is probably, you know, responsible for many things, and this person is the one not to be trusted, I feel like, because it's showing, not that they can't be trusted completely, but it's just showing that whatever commitment they have to you, it's going to be something they're not going to be committed to, you know? Whatever their commitment's supposed to be, it's something that they're going to drop and get over and just kind of like want to go and, you know, towards something new. And they could seem very passionate about it too, like very like dead set on, very just like, yes, I'm so like about whatever the commitment is or whatever the, you know, they say they're about in regards to you, and then they just aren't very committed to that. You know, they get bored or they just kind of move on to the next thing. So I just wouldn't rely on it. It probably has something to do with security, money. They're going towards whatever makes them feel secure. So it could be that they're trying to just, you know, possibly use you, or there's some kind of valuables here. There's an opportunity for them to make money, and they're going to be going towards that. And so that may not have anything to do with you. That could be the new thing, the thing that they're getting bored with. You know, they're getting bored with you, and they move on to the next thing. Whatever that is, it has to do with money, and then we see them going towards that with that Chariot card. They could choose two roads, by the way. They could choose your road or their road of making that money, and that's what they're going to go towards, you know. They'll have an opportunity to have more security in their life, and they're going to drop their commitments to you and go towards that. So I wouldn't trust it. What my person K is thinking and feeling about me for Jaya. So we're gonna, let me put you in the raffle really quick for, what was your name? Oh yeah, Moni. Moni, into the pot. Or Moni. Moni. And then this is for Jaya, or Jaya Sharma, or Jaya Sharma. Jaya Sharma into the pot. Ooh, look, it's getting full. Look at that. It's getting full. Wow, I'm excited. Tonight's the night, you guys. If you want to be part of this raffle, please like this video and subscribe to my channel here down below you can see the subscribe button, and if you hit the notification icon, it's a little bell next to the subscribe button, and then select all, you'll be notified right when I go live. Every single time I go live, you'll be notified right away, like right when it's starting. And if you're here and one of the first 3 people to type in the chat, then you will get a free reading. Okay, so that's how you guys can get a free reading every time. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't miss out on that. Get a reading tonight and I'll put you in this raffle. This raffle is for a free 30-minute reading. So those are really fun. I can't wait to see who the winner is. We're going to choose tonight. We're going to select that person tonight. I'm going to pull that raffle. So be a part of this. If you want to be a part of it, get a reading. Donation information is in the description below. Okay. Ready? Okay. They could be using you or something. I mean, I can't just assume, but to me it kind of seems like since they leave you, this is for Moni, since they see you, since we're seeing the cards show that they're going to not be committed to you, so whatever commitment they're trying to have with you, or they say they have with you, the reason that I would say it's probably money related. You know, they're trying to either get something out of it, or maybe they do mean it now, but then when the opportunity for more money comes up, they're going to be going towards that. So that's the thing that, you know, you shouldn't trust. So I would say, why are they doing that? They treated you so badly and criticized you before, and now they're coming around. Then we see in the future that they're going to be leaving again. So, and because of money, so they're going to be going towards more money. So it's kind of safe to say that they're probably trying to get something out of you, right? You know, if we're putting 2 and 2 together, it's like, why would somebody do that? Well, because they can get something better somewhere else, and that's what they're going to be doing. So I wouldn't trust it. I would just go with what you already know about them and how they've treated you in the past and how that felt. And just know that, you know, that's what it has been the whole time. And yeah, it's a valid question. What is the reason that they're changing all of a sudden? Well, they're leaving because of money, so I feel like it has something to do with that, you know. Or they just have nothing going on right now and they kind of need you to help them out, or in some way, you know, they are trying to get something out of it, and then, or maybe they just have nothing better to do, but then once money comes around, they're like, okay, gone. So I just don't think you can rely on them to be there always. And it's not something to trust, really, with your whole heart, you know. No problem, Moni. Or Moni. Okay, for Jaya. What my person K is thinking and feeling about me right now. Okay. Ooh. What is Kay thinking and feeling about Jaya at this moment? Currently. Says you already know. I get the High Priestess for somebody I'm reading for when it's basically saying they understand. Like, whatever their intuition is telling them, it's probably spot on. So if you have little, you know, if you're having a hunch or, you know, a feeling, listen to it, because it's probably right. So whatever you think they're feeling about you right now, like not what you're thinking they feel about you, but what you feel they feel about you. Like without having to think about it. Deep down you feel like it's just this or that. And whatever that is probably the case. But we're going to look further, don't worry. Just telling you, like, listen to your intuition, because it's going to steer you in the right direction. It's on point right now. And not your logical mind, remember, your intuition. There's a difference, okay? So don't let your logical mind tell you anything that's going to hold you back or make you feel fearful of doing something or going forward in a direction that's good for you. Okay, so... Okay, there's a nurturing energy here and a materialistic energy. So a person who cares about love and nurturing, and then there's a person here also who is about their money, about their business, about their finances, makes money, has valuable things. And it's kind of a, you know, it's like back and forth between which thing is more important. Connecting with people and being emotional and being nurturing and having that like care and love in your life, or making that money and that's all the care you need, right? And it's not, but I mean, you know, it's like kind of a battle between the two, because you can't have both here. You can't have both. So they're kind of trying to decide, do they need a motherly figure or do they need to focus on business? Do they need a caring, you know, do they need to show their nurturing side and have a caring relationship, or do they need to focus on their money? Like, what's going to bring them more security? And why can't they have both? Let's see. This is something they're focused on. Let's see. They don't know what to do. Why would they have to choose them? That's what I want to know. Okay, yeah, definitely a connection here. I'm not really sure why still that they're having to choose between this or their finances, because ideally you'd be able to work on both. So it seems like there is this like strong connection. There's a strong connection. So at least at one point there was. That's a very connected energy right there. Can't really, it's hard to break that, but it does happen. Of course. Maybe it got a lot of attention, or people were, you know, knew the story about how it all went down, or things that occurred, or maybe that person gets a lot of attention because of it. Yeah, because there were some dumb arguments, there were some fights and some petty ego arguments, and it really took from your quality of life. Like, it took from their quality of life and yours, and then other people around you as well were kind of getting involved in ways that were, like, not really helpful. Getting a lot of attention in a negative way, because it's getting the attention about all the drama. Drama! Okay. I just dropped some cards. Let me grab these. Damn, I got a lot of cards. Okay. Again, it's getting attention, but for the love of it this time, for the opportunity for care and love. And the cup's overflowing, so it does potentially have a happiness component there. It seems like there was some kind of reconciliation, possibly. Someone's interest. Someone's best interest here. Sorry, I just saw that donation now. I'm sorry about that. So it kind of looks like, and it's getting a lot of attention. For some reason, there is too much attention on this connection. Like, it could be getting in the way of things. Like, it's really annoying because it's like they're interfering almost. Other people are interfering. Okay, Vanessa, thank you. Did you post your question already? Vanessa. Thank you for your donation. Go ahead and post your question if you haven't already. Thank you, Jaya. General reading, okay. General reading for Vanessa. Vanessa, what do we need to know about her, and how can we connect with her? How can we resonate with her? How can we get in touch with Vanessa, please? Thank you. How can we connect with Vanessa, please? Tell us what she needs to know. At this moment in time, what does Vanessa need to know? What do you want to bring to her attention? What do you want to bring to Vanessa's attention, please? Well, pregnancy could be on the horizon for you. Either that, or it's talking about a new beginning, the birth of something. And it has a lot of potential here for you. Like, there's a beautiful new beginning, something coming into your life, or something being, something occurring, or something taking place, or something taking shape. There's something new that comes in, and it brings a lot of potential to you. So let's see what this is about. Be on the lookout for new beginnings and new opportunities, and possibly even pregnancy. So if something you want, congratulations. And if that's something you don't want or aren't too sure about, then be careful. Because Empress oftentimes does mean pregnancy. That would be a new beginning as well. So the birth of something, Okay. It does seem like there's some tension between people. So if this is a pregnancy, I would say, maybe some people aren't too happy with it. They're kind of trying to make you feel bad about it, or they're not happy with it and they don't want you to do it. And, they don't want you to have a kid or something. And like, for some reason, there's tension about it. It may not be that they don't want you to have the kid, but for some reason, there's tension and arguing and bickering, and maybe it's just because the pregnancy hormones. I mean, who knows really if it's pregnancy? Like, you would know if that's not even possible for you, then obviously, like, it's not that, and it's just a new beginning we're talking about here, but it's a possibility if it is possible for you. And what you're going to need to do at some point is really get with yourself, get back in tune with yourself, because the only thing that matters is really what you feel is most emotionally supportive for your life. If you don't feel like you're getting that, because there's 8 of Cups here, it represents you know, there's something missing inside emotionally. So you're going to need to go off on your own. Not like literally necessarily, but could be. But if you can just take some time to yourself and get back in touch with who you are as a person and what you're needing, you know, you have to find out what it is that you need. A lot of times, you know, we go outside of ourselves to look for what, you know, can fill us. And it's just not, it doesn't work. So basically that's your job, is to find out whatever it is that makes you feel emotionally satisfied in life. And it's going to take some time. You know, it's not something that's so easy always to find out and discover. But once you do that, you're on your way, you know, and that's, nothing can really stop you then, because you know you're in tune with yourself. And right now it's just not the case. So maybe it is a child. If it is, basically it's saying like, you're going to need to get your shit together for this kid, you know, and that looks like that's something that you're going to, like some kind of approach you're going to take, or you're going to be interested in taking for that purpose. Or maybe it's just a new beginning, and the new beginning is that you're going to be more in tune with yourself. Hi, you guys. Okay, you guys, I'm going to stop at 2. It's 1:54, so I'm just giving you a heads up, okay? Got work tomorrow, so I got to get to bed. Okay. Just giving you a heads up. It's about responsibility, Vanessa. It's about, you know, you taking responsibility for something, you being in control of your life. And I feel like, you know, this is the Aries card, the Emperor. And like Aries, you know, they're independent. They do what they want to do. You know, they're fire. You know, they're motivated, self-motivated. And they also, this person, Emperor in particular, takes responsibility. But what I feel like it's saying is that you're taking responsibility, and you're, you know, accepting responsibility for your own life. Like, you're taking more control over your own life. And that's why we had these here, you know, this new beginning. I feel like that is, if not a pregnancy, or possibly even both, right? But if not a pregnancy, or it could also be a pregnancy, as well as you just taking control of your life and having a new approach to life, and you really like finding emotional satisfaction within that. Like, this is something you haven't really done before in such a way. It feels like life has been kind of out of control for you, and so it's just something that you are doing for the first time, and it feels really great, and it's a really good opportunity for you to kind of live the life that you're supposed to be living, you know, on your terms. Taking more control over your life. I'm going to pick a chakra wisdom oracle for you because this is kind of the perfect time to do that when somebody's going through a situation that they're going to be, you know, having to listen to what's best for them and they're not used to that. This is guilt. It's an orange chakra. I want you to look at this for a second. Guilt. Okay, and then we're going to read it. The orange chakra says, learn to observe your emotions. See? Exactly. That 8 of Cups, you're going to be learning and trying to find what it is that's emotionally fulfilling to you and makes you feel best and is at your best interest and makes you live to your fullest potential and everything for your highest good, okay? And that's what, you know, it's an emotional thing. You have to be in tune with yourself, so that's exactly what this is about. Learn to observe your emotions. The overall impression is emotional. What do you know? The keywords are active, motivating, optimistic, emotional, sociable, enthusiastic, affectionate, and humanitarian. Manifesting intention. The orange cards represent our emotions and how we relate to them. In the second chakra, you can learn emotional discipline if you choose. So it is a choice. That's another good point. It is a choice, right? So you're going to have to make this choice. Go towards this new beginning. This would be great for you. This is the Empress here. It's got a lot of potential. It says, in the second chakra, you can learn emotional discipline if you choose. You need to master the skill of steering your emotions as you would a ship on the high seas. This is very important in manifesting. So take that control back, right, of your life. Even from your emotions that seem erratic or chaotic or, you know, out of your control. Take control back from them as well. So you control your emotions, not the other way around, them controlling you, right? So the orange cards reveal your emotional experience in a particular situation. If you're struggling with your feelings, look back to the red chakra, the root chakra, for the answer. Why? Because you source your emotional experience from a particular foundation or belief created in your root chakra. Came from somewhere. This helps you to understand where your emotions are coming from. Next, observe your feelings rather than act on them. See, you have that control. And your angels can speak directly to you through the emotions revealed in these cards. Guilt. Okay. However, you must stand fearlessly and observe your emotions. If you can do this, you have begun the journey into manifestation. See, remember the Empress? It's like there's beautiful new potential here for you, new beginnings, but you need to find that emotional satisfaction. What speaks to you? What means something to you the most? This is your life, remember? Yours and no one else's. So, if you can do this, you must stand fearlessly and observe your emotions. If you can do this, you have begun the journey into manifestation. You can walk the path you have previously only wished for. See, for the first time, you never thought you'd be doing this. This is something important to you. Yes, I agree. It's very powerful. Master emotional discipline, and you master how to manifest anything. Exactly. You take that control back, right? So, all right, let's look into this a little further. Guilt. Saint Apricot is the character's name. This card indicates deep caring and protection from emotional hurt through standing strong in your emotions. There is great inner resolve here. See, self-attuned, finding what means something to you. Once your mind is made up, you can see when... Oh, wow. See, okay. I love it when this happens. This card indicates deep caring and protection from emotional hurt through standing strong in your emotions. There is great inner resolve here. Once your mind is made up, you can see when others have tried to manipulate you. Reclaim your life. Remember, it's your life, no one else's. You take that sword. That's I love this deck for this reason exactly, because that's exactly what it's saying. Reclaim your life, right? Take control back. That's awesome. Okay, now we're going to read the little story here. I just feel like I need to read that to you again really quick because it's like, it's a good thing to remember. Okay, so this card indicates deep caring and protection from emotional hurt through standing strong in your emotions. There is great inner resolve here. Once your mind is made up, you can see when others have tried to manipulate you. Reclaim your life. Now. Okay. Do it. Do it. Okay. So, guilt, Saint Apricot, is, he says, I am sorry, but I have to take care of myself. Yep. There you go. So the legend here is, here's the story, okay? Apricot truly is a saint. She sets aside her own needs and happiness to help others, even allowing freeloading friends to get involved in her business. One day, her latest business partner announces that she wants to dissolve their company and split the profits. Apricot stands up to her. The company is hers, and she did all the work, while this so-called partner did nothing. Now she will only give from her excess, not from her reserve. So only giving what she can and what she has extra, what she is able to give, you know, not from what she really can't afford to give. The inspiration here: do not do for others what they need to do for themselves. Speak truth from your heart. Honesty is freedom. Any guilt is fear of being disliked. Okay, so that's the guilt there. Any guilt you feel for doing this is just a fear of people not accepting you or not liking you for who you are. But that's kind of, you don't need those people. You know what I mean? You don't need that in your life. That's ridiculous. That's like, they have problems and they need, just because they want you to do it for them or they want you to take care of it for them, you don't need to do that. They can do that themselves. And if they're going to be upset about it, it's kind of like, okay, cool. So I know you're not one of my friends. I know you're not a person I need to keep in my life. Even though it might suck, some people might be family, some people might be really close friends that you thought were really close to you, but it's like, when push comes to shove, it's really not a good thing for you. So, the personal inquiry here, this is for you to ask yourself. It says, am I giving away too much time and energy and resenting it? Is my anger really guilt? Okay. Is my anger really guilt? The key ideas here are self-care, burdened by obligations, enabling others, finding personal power. Keywords are awareness, awakening, and release. Cool. Down here at the bottom, there is a little meditation. It says, imagine chains holding you down. As you relax, the links weaken one by one. See and hear each one fall to the ground. With each thud, see a chunk of fear or guilt fall away. When you are free, get up and walk into a glowing apricot light. What happens then? Cool. That's something for you to like journal or just, think about. Try to do that little meditation. Might be interesting. Might get something out of it. Apricot light. That was a really cool reading. I liked that. I love this deck. It's always spot on. It's always spot on. It's always spot on. Like, I cannot, I can't express that enough, like how serious that is. That's why I always choose this deck. So, this is the Chakra Wisdom Oracle, and you got the card Guilt. I hope you liked that reading. So, you guys, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to push this raffle one more night. I'm going to push it one more night because I think that would be, I think there's some new people here who want to get in on this. So let me add the last couple names that I just did, though. I think I did Jaya, then Vanessa. Yeah. Vanessa. Vanessa, you are in the pot. Okay. thanks, you guys. I'm going to end this live here. I'm really happy to have been able to read for you tonight. If I didn't read for you, then come back tomorrow night and be a part of this again, and I will try my hardest to get to you this time. Just let me know if you guys were here today and that you didn't get a reading and, you know, things like that. Just let me know, and I'll try my best to get to you. Like this video, please, before you go. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next live. And tomorrow night, I will be choosing the raffle winner, okay? So if you want to be here and get a 30-minute reading, possibly, then, you know, join this live stream tomorrow. Get a reading if you haven't yet. Get your name in this jar so that you can be possibly chosen as the winner for the free 30-minute reading, okay? So I want to see you guys there, okay? Come tomorrow night. I will see you then. Be safe. Have a good time. Have a good night. Bye.